Ever wondered about the environmental impacts of electric vehicles? Let's start with the lithium mining. Yes, it's true, lithium mining does have some environmental impacts. But here's the thing. The lithium used in electric vehicle batteries can be recycled. Efforts are constantly being made to improve and expand recycling infrastructure. In fact, recycling rates for lithium-ion batteries are on the rise, reducing the demand for new lithium extraction. Now let's put this into perspective. While lithium mining does have environmental impacts, they are relatively small when compared with the long-term benefits of transitioning to electric vehicles. Think about it. We're talking about reducing greenhouse gas emissions and significantly improving air quality. So while the lithium conundrum is indeed a concern, it's vital to look at the bigger picture. The long-term benefits of using lithium batteries in electric vehicles far outweigh the environmental impacts. And that's something to keep in mind as we move towards a cleaner, greener future. Another argument often raised is the stress on our electricity grid. But is it really a valid concern? Let's delve into this. Our electricity grid is not a static entity, but an ever-evolving organism, responding to the changes in our energy consumption and production. We're witnessing a significant shift towards cleaner energy sources. With each passing day, renewable technologies, like solar and wind power, are gaining more ground. They're not just standalone entities, but they're often integrated into the grid, making it greener with every sunrise and gust of wind. As we increase the share of renewable energy in our grid, the environmental benefits of electric vehicles simultaneously rise. It's like a relay race where one positive action passes the baton to the next, setting off a chain of eco-friendly consequences. Let's not forget the role of electric vehicle owners in this equation. Many of them charge their vehicles during off-peak hours when the demand for electricity is lower. This not only results in a more efficient use of existing grid infrastructure, but also helps to balance the load. It's like having a well-coordinated dance, where every step is timed to maintain harmony and avoid unnecessary stress. So, as we progress, the worry about the grid getting overwhelmed seems to be losing its ground. As we see, the transition to cleaner energy sources will only enhance the environmental benefits of electric vehicles. In the end, it's not a paradox, but a path towards a sustainable future. The disposal of EV batteries is another point of contention, but is it all doom and gloom? Let's take a closer look. The lifespan of EV batteries is often underestimated. These powerhouses typically last for several years before they need to be replaced. So if you're picturing a mountain of discarded batteries, you might want to rethink that image. But what happens when EV batteries do reach the end of the road? Do we just toss them aside? Not quite. In fact, these batteries can embark on a second life. They can be repurposed for energy storage applications, serving as a valuable resource before they reach their final destination. Imagine a world where the energy you use to light up your home or power your appliances comes from a repurposed EV battery. That's not just a random thought. It's a reality we're steadily moving towards. But let's not forget about recycling. Efforts are being made to improve the recycling process of EV batteries. Picture this: a future where EV batteries are not just disposed of, but are instead broken down and their valuable materials recovered and reused. Automakers and battery manufacturers aren't sitting idle. They're investing in research and development, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in battery recycling. So while the disposal of EV batteries does present a challenge, it's one we're learning to navigate. The continuous advancements in battery recycling technologies show promise in mitigating the environmental impact of battery disposal. The future, it seems, is looking a little brighter. Now that we've addressed the main arguments, what's the overall picture? Let's take a step back and put everything into perspective. We discussed the environmental impacts of lithium mining and how the rise of recycling and the longevity of lithium use in batteries are mitigating these effects. We delved into the so-called stress on the grid, but discovered that as our electricity sources become cleaner and more renewable, this concern diminishes. Electric vehicle owners charging during off-peak hours also contribute to a more efficient use of our grid infrastructure. We pondered over battery disposal and its potential problems, but learned that batteries have a relatively long lifespan and can be repurposed for energy storage, adding extra value before their final recycling or disposal. While electric vehicles do present some environmental challenges, their benefits far outweigh these concerns, making them a more sustainable choice for our planet. Let's continue to innovate and make electric vehicles the norm, not the exception.